every day. Here to talk about this game that just ended, Atlanta Falcons versus the San Francisco 49ers. Man, great performance by the San Francisco 49ers, man. Straight up, man. It was a lot that was being anticipated about this game. We was like, all right, we're trying to see what's up with this Mac Jones and George Kittle connection. But uh, that wasn't the thing about this game. It wasn't the Mac Jones George Kittle connection, man. It was freaking Christian McCaffrey. I mean, with George Kittle back, that means like the run game is back. Y'all know that Christian McCaffrey, this game was looking like just never lost a beat, man. And you got to keep in mind, y'all, that every team ain't the same. Every team ain't going to have the same defense. But it was just nice seeing Christian McCaffrey hit them holes and just, his teammates just forcing them. Just having touchdowns. It was just lovely. It was very lovely to see that offense just move. And the run game looking smooth. We know if the run game is smooth, then we can start getting comfortable on offense, man. Of course, I hated the times where Christian McCaffrey is really busting some yards out there. And then, Jawan Jennings had a drop pass or damn near almost an interception or a turnover happened because, so many things. You just hate that. You work hard for the whole drive and then it just turns over. But what I do love is I'm thinking, just like any other fan, you know what, man, Jawan James, don't throw to him no more. If he make you that pissed off, right? But what I do love about this is they go right back to him or right back to the guy who made a big mistake. I think that's pretty cool. I really do. So if that's going to continue to work, if you're going to continue to build off of that, then that's perfect. Keep doing what you do, Niners. But great win, man. We got 20 points. That's like seeing what our average is right now. Like I said, I have to say they did pretty good on offense, despite all the little other things, man. We know this offensive line is just terrible. Seen some great blocking by Trent Williams. That was pretty good. But yeah, we just gotta, our whole deal right now is we gotta outscore teams. That's how we can win. And, with our offense, without the damn offensive line, it is so hard to talk about this offense and this offensive line. But we can make things happen. We just got to outscore teams. Because on the defensive side, y'all already know, man. It's a lot of rookies. There's a lot of mistakes, a lot of flags. We're playing flag football out there. That's what's bound to happen. But shout out to Robert Saleh for making it work for what he has, He only got this much, but he gonna try to make it work the best way he can. I feel like they was blitzing the right way. A lot of pressure on the quarterback, more towards the end, but they was bringing it throughout the game. I do like that, killing us up the middle. We gotta figure that out. The question. Oh yeah, man, and shout out to Chase Lucas, man. It's nice to see players make these plays, and you start to see the potential of these people that we have. Yeah. But anyway, the question is now. What are we doing? Are we just playing so we don't get fined? You already know how it is. Or does this offense look good enough to really try to make some kind of moves on defense? Because, again, with Robert Saleh and how this defense looks now, we got a lot of mistakes and rookies and all of that. This is the kind of defense that can grow and get better. But we have to expect, man, going forward for the remainder of this season, just with who's on the field, we're going to continue to see coverages getting blown and, flags. But we are missing just like a little key pieces. We know Fred Warner, man, if he was in there and even throwing in Nick Bosa too. It can make such a big difference to counter off of our offense. So I really feel like we could try to make some kind of moves depending on what the goal is. Now, if we don't make no moves, my whole thing will be we got to outscore teams. We got to outscore. And with the Rams next week, you know, they coming for our heads with no mercy. And I ain't trying to lose to no damn Rams. So we got to bring it. We got to outscore. We got to outdo. But hey, our running game looked pretty sharp with Kittle back, man. He's able to get in there and block the right way. And I love the fact that we're getting everybody else involved. That's how you do. That's how you win games. Hopefully, this is a game that you could kind of build off of as far as what's our goals now. Because it seemed like the goals got crushed once Fred Warner went down. And I totally get it because I was just one of them people like, damn, what the hell we going to do now? It's always the key people to get hurt and you know what I mean? But you got to make it work with what you got. And I love what Robert Saleh is doing with this defense, man. Even though there's a bunch of youngsters on there. Not young, rookies. Y'all know what I mean. But he's making it work to what he has. And those blitzing the right way, man, I love it. We got to figure out a way. It's always some up the middle, man. The teams be killing us, man. Killing us. I don't know. I got to look about who the Rams got still injured or who's coming back or who's here, but they coming for our head, so we got to be ready for that. This is a team, the Rams, that we know very well. I'm sure Shanahan will cook up some stuff. I'm sure Robert Saleh will cook up some stuff. The question is people going to be able to cook and follow the recipe like they supposed to. But great win over the Falcons. I heard a couple of people say they were supposed to beat us, and I understand why they were saying it, but as a Niner fan, you're supposed to just say no. Do whatever we got to do. Yeah, the defense ain't what it is, but we got to outscore teams. And we still have that ability strong. We should have had more than 20 points today because we can move that ball well. We just got to hold on to it. It seemed like it's a play or two. We always just away. And it seemed like lately before this game, it's just been Kendrick Bourne doing stuff like that. But I know Shanahan, when Jawan Jennings did that, he was probably in his head like, this mother... But then you make up for it. You don't just kick them out and not use them anymore. You got to keep moving. You got to keep going. So let that be a lesson to anything in life y'all do. But Niner fan, man, again, man, this is something else to look forward to. I really hope whatever they're trying to do, they consider whatever they can do to try to make this defense even better. You know, even a move or two. It don't really have to be like a big major move where you got to give up all these round picks, but just something to enhance it. You know, put somebody in there with a little bit more experience. I wouldn't necessarily say on the defensive line, most definitely secondary, but I don't, you know what I mean? But just to give us some kind of edge out there, just more of a chance. Because we're going to come across some teams that are just killing on offense, man. We got to be able to defend without getting no damn flags. So we're going to bring the pressure, but we got to get through, man. So Mac Jones's performance tonight, again, you know, a lot of it is just not having no damn protection. But I felt like Mac Jones was Mac Jones with the way McCaffrey was running and stuff. And, yeah, of course, with Brock Purdy in, this probably would have been a game where Brock Purdy was using his legs more if he was able to, but not saying that's what we had to do. But Mac Jones with protection will probably, I'm talking about murder teams like bad. So man can only do what he can. And George, like I said, George Kittle's back. It seemed like he got to get back in the swing of things, but not when it comes to blocking. That's what he do. That man said he loved blocking, so it's a big part. And are we going to keep using Kyle Juszczyk to try to get the ball in for a touchdown? Like, it just seemed like this has been the third strike now, you know. And, you know, I don't know. I was just like, can we stop using him, man, and just use man, I forgot, was it in the third quarter? I think it was 3rd and 3. And I'm like, why are we not running the ball? It threw a deep pass and it was incomplete. And it was like, why did we do that when we're successfully running against this team? You know, you got to get that kind of stuff out of your head because it's just decisions like that just, you know, y'all already know. But anyway, man, great win. Niner fan. Let's hear about it. Let's watch these press conferences and see what the Niners gonna do, man, because there's something here. Obviously, the offense can't put up the numbers. We could have easily scored more than 20 points, but we kind of just getting it together. Chemistries is getting tighter and tighter. I would give George Kittle probably maybe 2 more weeks to where he's really back at George Kittle, Mac Jones and Kittle got to get some chemistry, got to get some timing down and all of that. But we'll be there. Our offense is only going to get better over these weeks. So I won't worry about the offense too much, as I will always worry about the damn O-line. But we showed what we can move the ball and score. And shout out to the kicker, man. The kicker, man, it's such a relief after freaking Jake Moody and this dude guy. I knew Jake Moody. I knew like wherever he went, he all of a sudden he was gonna start kicking good. Not that I give a damn, but it just weird how that happened like that. But anyway, yeah, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do on defense? We got to tighten up. Unless Robert Saleh just got a plan, watch more film, and working with these guys. But if they trying to get there, because again, we'll make the playoffs. We'll get in there. The schedule's easy. We'll get there. But like, what are we really trying to do? I know we need a whole lot, but I think just with a little bit more defense, we got a better chance because we can score on these teams, man. And it'll be a good test next week. See what we can do with whatever we have. Of course, next week after next week's game is not too late before the trade deadline. But hey, I'm just a Niner fan, you know what I mean? I don't know what they talk about, what they do up in that office and stuff. I don't know what the overall goal is. But I hope they do a survey or something next, So, Niner fam, if you guys are typing and stuff, I don't see y'all. I got my phone reversed today. I started it and I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just like, yeah, Niners won. So my bad if I ain't responding to anything. But it's all to the good though. But look, we got the win. Let's keep it moving, y'all. It's your man, C. McCarver Jr., always representing. And I catch y'all in traffic, man. Peace.